It's a Tuesday night and you're flipping through the channels and you have a choice between a college basketball game or an NBA basketball game. Which one are you going to choose? If I were you, I would choose the college basketball game. People would argue that because the NBA has such big names that the NBA game would be better to watch. But that just because they have big names does not make it a good game. These are some of the things that makes college basketball such a fun thing to watch. They have to have the team aspect. They cannot just play by themselves. The fans are able to feed the team energy and to help play in the dynamics of winning or losing. Also, the NCAA tournament never ever has a dry moment. You're always working hard. The teams are always working hard on it. And finally, the reasons why the players are playing. With these factors playing together, there's a guarantee that you will be watching a fantastic game. The best thing about sports is the fact that you have to work as a team. That is very important in order to win. The college rules help lead coaches down that road to be able to work as a team. According to the NCAA rulebook, the games are 40 minutes long. You have a 30-second shot clock, and you have 10 seconds to get across the half-court line, and each person has 5 fouls. Daniel Domingo, a sports reporter, said this about college basketball. The college game leads toward teamwork and statistics. Another nice thing about college basketball is not only do they have rules that lead towards teamwork, but it's also a mental teamwork thing. On their jerseys, they have the name of their college on the front and their number on the back. They are not allowed, most of the time, most colleges do not have their names on the back. This allows for a student to worry about the team rather than himself. One way to get energy for the players is the fans. When you walk into a basketball arena, you can hear screaming fans, you see people painted up, and you see all sorts of signs and people coming together to support their team. But college basketball, there's a little more of this because there's an emotional tie to the team. You either have people who are attending this college, so you have students, you have alumni who have attended the college, and you have family members of the players, and you have the community who grew up watching them. With emotional ties, it's easier to get into the game and show large amounts of emotions. According to Brian Chase, a sports reporter, he said this about college fans. You don't see an NBA stadium filled with an entire section of screaming college fans, all with painted bodies and choreographed traditional tactics to disrupt the opposing team on free throws. Because of the fan, the team is able to receive energy and to be lifted up, to want to win, and to bring themselves up when they're down. And it also can be a distraction to the opposing team. When you have someone yelling and screaming in your face that is 2 feet away from you, it's hard to concentrate. And another thing is the fans are able to travel and to follow the team during the tournament time, and that is a huge part of it. Now, come tournament time, the NCAA basketball is at its best. In college basketball, you never know what's going to happen. You never know where your team's going to end up. You never know who you're going to be playing, who you'll be playing next, or if you'll be playing next. Whereas in the NBA, you most of the time know who's going to the playoffs, and you know who's going to be winning. In the NCAA tournament, you have to have a desire to win because you always have to come out fighting and wanting to win and having the desire to win, because if you don't, you'll be going home and you'll not be able to have a chance to win that national championship. You always have to be working, and at points you have to give everything that you have in order to win, and you are wanting to work as a team even more because your teammates, this might be their last game together as a team, And this is what Andy Kratz from ESPN said about last year's tournament. Or will you always think about the first 2 rounds, a series of head-spinning games that left you wanting more and more and more? That's the NCAA tournament. It drags you in, and you can't stop watching it. It's amazing. You never know when an unranked team is going to be, a low-ranked team is going to beat a higher-ranked team and just upset them. Whereas in the NBA, halfway through it, you can be, I'm done watching it, because they have a series that they play in 7 games, and, well, your team's up 5 games to 1. You know that this game doesn't matter, and you know that the big names aren't going to be playing, so what's the point in watching it? Whereas with college basketball, you're always wanting to watch it. Another reason is because the players are playing because they love it. They're not doing it for their job. They're not worried about the money. People will say, well, the way that they get paid is through their scholarships. Not every person on that team is on a scholarship. They have to work hard at it. And most of the college students say that this is the best years that they play is in college basketball. And that shows when they play. In conclusion, you can see why college basketball is more fun to watch. You have fans feeding off. You have fans to feed off. The team feeds off of the fans, and they have a desire to want to win, and that takes them through the tournament. You have a team aspect where it's not a one-man show, and it's playing for fun. It's not just, it's my job. And this makes college basketball better than the NBA.